What's going on YouTube? It's RJ the Fed. Hopefully our mic is doing what it's supposed to. I know audio issues always arise. Looks like we're showing from the Yeti. Echo cancellations there. Background noise is turned off. I think that was one of the main things that was keeping me from tuning in and out. The automatically adjust mic volume is checked though, so hopefully that doesn't mess with us too much. Sounds like we're sounding all right on the other screen. I got YouTube pulled up on the side, so we can try to make sure everything's sounding right before we get going. Yep. So last minute live stream, no advertising once again. It'll probably take YouTube 10 to 20 minutes to even push this to the audience to where anyone's going to notice or see it. So we'll see if anyone pops in or tunes into the chat. Normally we were pushing for Wednesdays. We used to do Wednesdays. Today's Thursday, obviously. Very busy, a lot of stuff going on. Today, I've got quite the lineup of hazmat whiskeys, starting with 140.4 proof, going up to what I believe is 160. The label kind of got messed up from the whiskey, and I noticed that two of the picks, one of the picks I had last time from Mr. Gandy, Corbin Cash Hazmat, I also have the same exact one, and I'd already tried from Mr. Dave Vogelsang. So these should be the exact same juice, just from two different people. So that's kind of cool. We got the Magi 2023. That's the one I believe is 160. We got a J. Riger Seal Block pick that's 144.4 that we haven't tried. One that we have tried before. There's a 13th Century from Mr. Dave Vogelsang. Tracy sent me a Corbin and Cash. We'll have to take this tape off. This will be able to open this up easier. 142 point. Just 142 proof. It's another Take 8 pick. Had a few of their stuff in the past. And then I want to say this was from Mr. Dollar Bill Will. Copper Sky. We've had this before. This is a 17-year light whiskey at 140.4 proof. Got my dad in chat. What's up, Dad? We're putting ourselves through the gauntlet tonight. Like everything other than the first pour we're going to have, everything's going to be 140 to 160 proof. So all considered hazmat whiskey. We are going to have a much lower proof pour. This will be our first pour of the night to get things started. If I can get the tape off this one. Also sent to us by Tracy. This is a German rye Eiffel whiskey. I don't know how to pronounce that properly, I guess. 2019 edition. It's only 92 proof. So going to jump from 92 proof as our first pour to a 140.4. It's going to be a little rough. So get ready for some different facial expressions from me drinking some hot stuff. I am going to be drinking these out of a rocks glass. The reason why is air exposure. Hopefully the ethanol, the alcohol content will help dissipate. So I'm not sniffing hazmat whiskey and passing out just from the smell. So we poured up about half that sample. Not quite half, but close. I tried to ask for a picture of this bottle from Tracy. I don't think Tracy ever got around to sending it to me, so I don't know what it is. But I am excited to try it at least. I did message her, but she didn't respond, so maybe she's busy. Life happens. I know her husband's not too big into whiskey. Probably making dinner for them if they haven't already had dinner together as a family. Maybe she'll pop in afterwards. But 92 proof whiskey. Just figure we start out light. Pretty flavorful. Very, very thin though. Which is kind of crazy because it's got a decent color to it. A German rye though sounds very unique and interesting. I'm curious on how much a bottle costs and how hard it is to obtain a bottle. I'm just happy to have a sample of something I've never had before. As far as 3D prints go, I think we talked about them last time. We got the Glencairn toppers now, so we've already given out some of those. We gave Nate, whenever we made a meetup for the bottle that you guys saw in the profile picture, the blendery bottle. I got him a bottle of the Lone Elm Honey. It's 108 proof single barrel honey finished whiskey from Lone Elm or 5 Point Distilling. I gave him a Glencairn, and then I gave him one black and one white topper. And then today, I got the 1792 cognac over to Liz. She came by the house, and I gave her and her husband a set of the Glen toppers to go with their pour. So that's the whiskey related thing that so far. That's like the only thing we got going on for whiskey right now. We're looking into coasters. We're looking into Glencairn holders. We're looking into both Glencairn holders to drink like a flight board, but also a drying rack. We're also looking into another sample bottle holder, I guess, so you can carry samples around with you, and even a Glencairn / little sample bottle, kind of like a roulette wheel where you can spin it and have it pick your next pour, or also be able to use it where you can put your Glens in it and spin it and use it for a blind. So that's something we're looking at too. Another 3D print that we did that you saw in the profile picture, we did print the Oogie Boogie from the Nightmare Before Christmas. He came out in Pet G, glow in the dark green, and then we used a paint pen on the stitching, and then around the mouth and eyes, the paint pen wasn't too narrow, so we had to use a little bit of acrylic paint, but turned out great. Another thing for you nerds, Star Wars prints, Sith hilt. No blade yet. We just ordered some more filament today. We'll do a glow in the dark red for that one. And then we got another little lightsaber with glow in the dark green. So now this one, when we were trying to print this, the print failed and the hilt had broke. So we had to slice it, print another section, and then glue it together to see if we could get it to work. But in the meantime, while we were waiting to see if we were going to try to fix it, we printed another one. So we actually have two. So we got two with two green blades that both glow in the dark. Pretty cool. There's some pictures on the Discord about it if you guys are part of that. That's the more recent pictures. We're getting ready to have a print actually finish up right now. Let me check the time on that, and maybe I'll go grab that so you guys can kind of see that process. This one was a no support build, so it's literally just pop it right off the build plate, and about 3 minutes it should be done. Pop it right off the build plate and show you guys what we printed. We just printed another little sculpture, so pretty excited about that one too. But let's finish this pour and then see if we're gonna have a good time or a bad time with some Hazmat whiskey. I've been printing a lot of stuff for the kids. Some dinosaurs. A couple of the dinosaurs are we've had for quite some time now. Pretty much anything now, we just print it, we hand it to the kid. Kid goes crazy and has fun, plays with it. Keeps them off our back. It's something else for us to do as a group, as a family. So we've been printing stuff. Some Pokemon. Actually just printed some too. They've been primed. They still need to be painted. They're like little mini Squirtles. The wife wanted them as earrings, so we added a little hoop to them so she can paint those and then have wearable earrings. Pokemon 3D printed Squirtle earrings. Our print's looking pretty good over there, so I'm pretty happy about popping that one out to show you guys. Hey, Jeff, what's up, buddy? Long time no see. So Jeff transitioned from whiskey and bourbon, kind of got out of that real quick, and he bought a bike. So as you guys can see in this little profile picture, he has a bike now. So pretty cool. He hasn't quite made it down on this side of town that I'm aware of. He does do a lot of content. I think he's got one of his sons helping with editing, and they've been posting stuff to not just YouTube, but also TikTok and I believe Facebook as well. Dad midlife crisis. He buys a bike and I buy a 3D printer. And Jeff said they have been on this side of town around 2 a.m. That's funny. So we have this 17-year light whiskey by Copper Sky. I want to say this was from Mr. Dollar Bill Will. If it wasn't, and I'm giving the credit to the wrong person, I'm going to say that this is probably from Albert. So, yeah, I bought a 3D printer. It cost me quite a bit of money, but we're there. We spent it. So, we're about $1,350, $1,400 deep in that little hobby, and we have printed a ton of kids' toys and a ton of stuff for whiskey, ton of lightsaber cosplay hilts. We have a Mandalorian helmet that's wearable that we printed, dinosaurs, dragons, you name it. We've been looking at. We've been printing. We've also printed several upgrades for the printer. It's crazy. You buy something that is pretty much ready to use right out of the box, and it's like people like to do modifications and alter whatever they buy. Well, guess what? If there's an issue with it, you can just print the solution. Like people have already come up with it. And there's files you just print, and then boom, done. So, and our printers should be finishing up the next minute. I'll go grab that tray so you guys can see that. That'll be cool. But let's jump from 92 proof to 140.4 proof. Oh, that'll light a fire in your belly. Mr. Lopez, what's up, man? Long time no see. I know that's my fault, not your fault, but trying to be back into it, trying to get some content out there. Lately, we've just been doing the sporadic live streams. I do want to do some videos in the future. Looks like our print's done, so I'm gonna go grab that build plate so you guys can see this latest print. Hey, Torup, sorry, I was walking away. I was going to the 3D printer. I just wanted to show you guys that some of this stuff like doesn't require supports. You literally print it, and you just do this with the build plate, and it pops right off the build plate, and then bam, finished product right there. 3D printed cat sculpture, just like that. Smooth texture on the bottom and pretty smooth all around. Nice clean lines. Pretty cool. I want to say it took about 4 hours to print and maybe like 70 grams of filament. It was a lot bigger. I scaled it down a little bit, but stuff like that. And then you just wipe the build plate clean. There was one little line that I scratch off. That's like the little test line it does before it starts to make sure the extruder's working. And that's it. Some of them, there's a lot more work and cleanup. You got to break supports off of these that help hold it up. But stuff like the Oogie Boogie, there was no supports as well. It was just print and pop right off. The only finished up touches were the paint pen. So let me go throw this back in the printer, and then I'll join you guys with some more Hazmat whiskey. And we're back. So that's our latest and greatest. It's still warm off the printer, but turned out pretty good. We'll find a place to put that for now. Ooh, 140 proof is getting to me. We want to print some stuff for you guys though, so that way I want to send out more samples again. That's why I've been going through so many samples as I have been. I haven't bought any more sample bottles, but most of you guys don't have a problem with me reusing sample bottles. So as long as I kill some of the samples that you guys have sent me, I'll reuse the bottles, put a new label over the top of it. Got little labels that I typically handwrite on. Slap that over the old label after doing a quick little hot water rinse, and then fill it up with whatever whiskey you guys so desire or whatever I want to give away. And we've got Glencairns as well. Still got several for sale. I just haven't advertised the Glens. I'm probably not going to charge what I said I was going to charge for them before. I'm probably going to charge a lot less. At this point, I would rather just get them to you guys for close to as cost as possible. Obviously, if there's breakage, that's the problem, right? So if I break one and I send it at cost, I'm truly out the money. So there will be a little bit of markup that if there's one or two accidents, not a big deal. With every Glen, though, that I sell, I do want to include at least one, if not two, Glen toppers. We can do these in different colors. Right now, I've got a bunch of colors. I just ordered 8 more colors, including some more glow-in-the-dark filament. I want to do some more of these toppers in different colors. I ordered some more orange. I know Torup actually, who's in chat, was looking for orange because he wanted Bitcoin colors. So we'll have orange on the way, and we will be able to print some toppers specifically for him. But I want to get some Glen toppers out for you guys, some Glen Karens out to you guys, and some samples out to you guys for as much support as you guys have given me, even when I've been pretty much absent. Obviously, life's happened, 2 kids, work, all that. It's made it very difficult for me to continue on with what's going on. So trying to get back into it and do something. Something's better than nothing, right? But the good news is everything's well. Everything's fine. It's just life's happened and it's been stressful, and YouTube's tough to keep up with. So I have a box I don't need I can give you of sample bottles. Perfect. Empty sample bottles, full sample bottles, doesn't matter. I'll take all of them because I want to start getting some smaller boxes. If you got extra small boxes, I'm not going to sit here and hassle you for all your extras. But if you got boxes so that I can use to send this stuff out so I don't have to buy them, even better. Recycled boxes are the best boxes, just like I think recycled sample bottles are the best sample bottles. Nice hobby, eh? Got to spend that government money. Yeah, 3D printing, man, it's gone crazy. But I want to do some stuff like this for you guys too, like some of these larger prints, and do like giveaways where you won't just get a 3D print, because a lot of you guys, you didn't follow the channel because of 3D printing, because that's something new that I just picked up. You followed because of whiskey. But I'd love to be able to give away some bottles and some samples and include some 3D prints of your guys' liking and your choice. So depending on who wins, I would probably try to tailor it towards something you guys like. Some of you guys that are nerds might like, lightsaber hilts. We'd obviously get you a blade too. This one's, we're waiting for the filament. We're going to do glow in the dark red for that Sith hilt. But we would definitely love to give some stuff away for you guys of 3D prints along with the whiskey. So it'll be fun. Drizzo says that work's been crazy for him too. So yeah. Yeah, if you're not using any of it anymore, Jeff, then for sure. I mean, especially because you talked about if you're going to be riding, there's no way you're going to consume alcohol and be riding that motorcycle, especially the way you guys have been riding from some of the videos I've seen. Most of the time, you guys are within, the legal limits and do the right thing, right, all the time, or at least until you're behind the camera, and then get to show off a little bit. 3D print some 2-ounce sample bottle holders, like a Cooley single shooter style. They do actually have some little sample holders, like you can print off. It'll hold like 3 to 4 samples, like a little flight. I've definitely considered that, especially as like they have like little puzzle boxes. Maybe you have a puzzle box so you guys get your samples, but they're in a puzzle box form, so it's kind of a pain for you to open. It'd be pretty fun. Torup, I guess, was enjoying life today. He just sent me some pictures, so that's awesome. So they got a storm coming in where he's at now. So, man, storm does not sound good to me. Also, a 3D print insert that fits in the Booker's box that holds several 2-ounce sample bottles. Yeah, I've used Booker's boxes for samples before, and I've never put like an insert. But yeah, I could definitely do that. That'd be pretty cool. What do you mean, Jeff? You just got suspended today? What happened, man? Do I even want to know? Ooh, that's a very unique tasting note that just came through on that. So this Copper Sky soaked in your light whiskey just had a very vibrant note come forward. That was actually really good for something how hot it is. Torup said commercial mid-sentence. I'm so sorry, guys. The ads are set up automatic. Obviously, I can't pre-plan and pre-schedule ads. Like, I can't be like, throw an ad up right here, right now, and then I'll take a 5 to 15 second pause for that ad to play. YouTube commands, and YouTube makes it happen. Sorry. So 2 weeks ago, I was forced to draw on a guy trying to... Woo. Okay. Yeah, well... That's can't say much more. Trying to stay monetized, Jeff. I'm glad you're okay. Jeff has a YouTube channel, so he knows these ads that you guys watch and stuff. I turn them off and then I'll lose my 5 cents. Yeah, I only get like 5 cents, maybe 11 cents from like an hour and a half long live stream from all these freaking ads, but it's pretty funny. Hey, that 5 cents adds up. If I get enough live streams and enough 5 cents, Eventually, we'll make $1, and then we only need 100 more, 99 more of those to get to $100. So YouTube will actually send me a check and pay me. Actually, the Magi one is not from Mr. Dave Vogelsang. This Magi one was from someone else. But I do believe this is 172 proof or 170 proof. It's definitely above 160. I know that. But this one was definitely not a Dave Vogelsang sample. I can't remember who sent it to me. I just know that it wasn't Dave Vogelsang. One, it's not the same labels that he uses. But two, this was someone on the, I want to say, East Coast. We got talking for a while, and he was talking about it. He sent me a picture of the bottle he was interested in, if he should buy it or not. And then he sent me a sample of it. I've tried a little bit a long time ago, but it's very hot. Yeah, they are getting crazy with ads. Big money, big money. Turn off the lights in the rest of the house will save you more. Probably. Actually, it definitely would. Yeah, Davis King of samples, labels, even shrink wraps the cat. Yep. Here's a perfect example. Little shrink wrap, good label now. He has the newer labels too. So this is one of the newer labels. These are both Dave Vogelsang samples. It's got like his little rocks glass thing because he had the on the rocks, and then the other ones he had like the little DV initials. But this is a J Riger sample. But we're gonna pop into Tracy's second sample. So first one we had was the German 92 rye. I was hoping that Tracy would have gotten the memo and popped on, because we are going up in proof tonight. We're not going to go down. So this is 142 proof. This is a Corbin and Cash Merst rye single barrel, small batch single barrel. I don't know. It's a take 8 pick. It's a 9-year pick. It's 142 proof whiskey. I had pretty negative responses on the Corbin and Cash that we had from Gandy, and I realized Dave Vogelsang sent me one too. They're both the same. It's an 8-year pick and it's a 210/90 pick. Didn't like it. So we're gonna see if maybe this pick's a little bit different. Yeah, rip Dave back when he used ice. He's all grown up. You know what? I actually don't mind drinking some of this stuff over ice, especially if it's hazmat. It might need the ice, to be honest. This one smells better than the one I remember from last week. It's herbal, man. It's got like a clove floral note to it. Tracy's gonna be disappointed. Probably gonna shit on this one too. This one's a little bit more sweet and not as bitter. But damn, yeah, no, this is like same ballpark. Crazy though, hazmat, and it's a pick. Pretty cool. Corbin and Cash is just not my fancy. Corbin and Cash is not it. It's not it for me. It's just not doing it for me. Not doing it for me. That herbal clove note, the grass note stuff you see like with like Furry Ranch, not my forte. It's not bad though. Let me clarify. Some people would love this. Some people would absolutely love this, even at hazmat. It being a pick, 9-year, probably great to some. But this is like one of mine. Like this and like cinnamon. Cinnamon's like another tasting note, like the Willet cinnamon tasting note. No, not me. I don't FOMO on hardly anything anymore. I try not to FOMO at least. I hate cinnamon. Willet Purple Top, no. Old Granddad, no. Some of those Hearst single barrels, no. What was the other one that you guys had me try? I can't even remember. It was a no. Old Kirk. I will say though, we did actually pick up some bottles the other day. We got a phone call from Specs yesterday, about 10:15 in the morning. We got a phone call. We went and picked up the bottle yesterday. We got an Old Fitz 9-year decanter, and then we picked up a 1792 cognac finish. Both bottles were MSRP. One actually they're cheaper than MSRP. I got my cash 5% cash discount from Specs, and I got a military discount. Didn't know I was in the military either, but they saw my government ID and said you're military, and then they gave me the discount anyway. So didn't ask for that, didn't try to, wasn't trying to flash or show my ID. My ID sits on top of my government ID, so I just showed them the driver's license, so that way they knew I was of age, because that's their little thing. Old Fitz 9 was $131 out the door, and then the 38.50, $39 for the 1792 cognac finish. The 1792 cognac finish went straight to Liz, because she was looking for one. So I want to make sure I got a bottle to somebody at cost that's taking care of me. Matter of fact, the JD10 I had for my birthday, I don't know if you guys remember seeing pictures of that from the bottle share. That JD10 was dropped off by Liz at cost, so I'm not marking up the price of that 1792. So 1792 cognac finish for under $40 went straight to Liz, but still a good pickup. They had multiples. I could have bought multiples. I'm not a cognac person. I just bought one for someone else and left the rest for everyone that wanted one, I guess. OGD 7 or Old Granddad 7 there yet? No, I haven't seen it yet. Probably won't buy it though. Definitely been FOMOing for the 1792 cognac scored. Oh, I could have bought you one. I'm so sorry, tore up. And it's bottom bond down. Never see in Iowa. Damn. Well, I wish I would have picked one more, but there's still a chance. I still might be able to find one for you. If they're giving it, then yeah. And the Old Fitz 9 was a phone call, so that Old Fitz 9 was a pretty big pickup. Okay, here we go. Torp just sent me a picture. Some pictures of bottles he got while he was hunting with Sean when he went to visit Georgia. So some 1792. I am not a big single barrel or bottle and bond fan. I like the 1792 12 year. I think the 12 year is definitely one of the ones that I really enjoy. Looks like Buffalo Trace, some Makers, some Kings County. I see some of that Kings County here too, and I kind of pass on it. Looks like a bottle of tequila and a single malt Scotch. I've never seen that one before, and then I don't know what that one is. It looks like a custom label between the 1792. I haven't seen that one before, and then it looks like there's a pick. It looks like the Knob Creek pick of from Sean behind the 1792 single barrel. So that's pretty good pickup, Tora. Good job, man. Good pickup. Oh, the BT is a 1 liter store pick. That's awesome. I think I've seen a 1.75 store pick like maybe twice in the Metroplex. I don't think I've seen the 1 liters as a store pick, and then the other ones are 750s. Oh, it's a Remus pick. Okay. I knew it looked like a more square bottle. I wasn't too sure on that one, so that's pretty cool. Hunting again tomorrow. I have no desire to go out and hunt. Organic 3 tequila and añejo are great. I think Specs is supposed to be dropping some more Fortaleza añejo tequila this week, but not going out for it. I'm not a tequila fan. Definitely not really a Fortaleza fan. Well, it looks like the live stream is pretty much dead as far as people watching. The guys who are watching are super interactive. I love it because I could be pretty much face-to-face one-on-one with you guys chatting it up. So really excited about that. But as far as being able to give Tracy some tasting notes on this one, she hasn't tuned in. Kind of feel bad. Corbin Cash, take 8 pick, 9 year, 142 proof. It's better than the 150 proof. That's by 21090 in my opinion. But like I said, both of them are not my thing. Not my thing at all. No, Jeff. Like I know, I said you guys are here. I'm saying like the live stream itself though is rather dead as far as who's actively watching. Hey, Victor, the whiskey fan, what's up, brother? But the people who are watching, like, yeah, definitely interacting 100%. I love the more personal ones too. I'd love for Jeff to just come over and have a seat and just chat and bullshit about whatever. Obviously, don't even need alcohol to have a good time or even talk. So. It says F. It was a last minute live. I didn't advertise it or anything. It just kind of was like a thing where I was like, hey, I'm going to just do a live stream. Last second, last minute. We'll see if anyone tunes in, who doesn't. This one is from Dave Vogelsang. This is a 13th century. One of the only Colorado whiskeys I was actually intrigued with, mainly because of the bottle. They have one that's like a pot still looking bottle. This is a hazmat. It's an American straight bourbon whiskey at 142.2 proof. It's hot. I've had it before. Do I want a bottle after trying it? I don't think I did. price point, probably not, but it wasn't too expensive. It was just more of, I got to have someone in Colorado, and I don't know if my connects out there can still get one for me or not. Haven't seen Jeff for years. Yeah, we need to get Jeff out here. Yeah. Jeff said he needs it. Yeah, there we go. Right now, I'm working on Saturdays and Sundays. I'm off Monday through Friday. The wife's home like by 4:00. So if you want to come over before, just going to be me and the kids. You want to come over after, the wife will be home too. Obviously, I know with you and your family, it's going to be like impossible for you and the wife and all the kids to come hang out, or for us to come over there maybe as an option. I'm not really sure. Kind of tough because whenever she gets off of work, like if we left the house shortly after, we'd be driving in rush hour out to you. But we'll figure something out for sure. We'll figure it out. Merch will be cool. I think my headset just died, which is funny because I'm not even using it. The headset's literally just been to help tune out other sounds, other audio in the background, because we got the kid that's still playing in his room before he goes to bed. Hell yeah, good to hear, Jeff. No, it's been crazy though. Like obviously we're in the front room now. I've showed this scenery a couple times now. Got the liquor cabinet over the corner. Got another TV for a second monitor. We got a portable AC unit behind us to help keep this room super cold, because with the 3D printer, the computer, and everything set up, plus all the whiskey, hazmat whiskey I'm drinking, gets hot. I got another fan over here. Like it's wild. It's crazy. I still got the lamp. I got to turn the lamp on. I haven't been using the lamp, which is why the lighting hasn't been the best. I found that the lamp actually keeps the kid up, so I try not to turn it on and use it too much. And if I do, I don't typically use it like in a white light like this at 100%, because it's very bright. But we'll leave it on right now for the live stream, because we're not going to live stream for too long. I mean, kid normally falls asleep by around 8:15, 8:30, and then I've got to kind of be quiet anyway, so can't live stream for too much longer. But I do have the rest of this 13th century to try, and then 4 others. I say 4 others. It's really only 3 others, because 2 of them are the same pour, and we had that last week. But we will still drink it just to try it again and see if that second time is good or if it is not on the revisit. Wow. That one took my breath away. That face I made, that wasn't fake. That like burned the back of the throat. Ugh. Yeah, that face did say it all. 142.2 proof, and it went straight to the back of the throat. Ugh. That one's actually one of the better ones too. Like I actually kind of like that one, but damn, the proof point, like I don't know, guys. I think some of this stuff could definitely be better cut down. Cash strength. I get it. Hazmat though, are we just selling hazmat just because it breaks that 70% alcohol, that 140 proof point? Is that why? Hey JP, what's up, man? HAZMAT'O'CLOCK. Haven't tried the Corbin Cash hazmat. I have to see if I get the same dirty diaper note you got on it. I'm glad you mentioned it, because we're getting ready to come up on that one again. Tracy sent us a sample of a different one that we drank earlier, and then we went to the 13th century. We got Jay Reiger, and then we're going back to the Corbin Cash that Gandy and Dave Vogelsang both sent us a sample of the 8-year 21090 pick. I didn't realize I actually have 2 of the same samples from Gandy and from Mr. Dave Vogelsang. So we will revisit that one again. Dirty diaper note that I got on it, though, I don't remember saying dirty diaper, so I must have been very drunk at that point, or at least inebriated, to say the least, because I do know that I had basically let Gandy have fair game. What sample do I try next? Because if I try the hazmat, I'm going to be done, and I probably was done before I got to that sample, but it wasn't my thing. Even trying the 9-year take 8 pick, not my thing. We're gonna Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend 232 now. 109 proof hits great right now, and that's my thing. So like, what if you took one of these 140 proofers and you proofed it down, whether it's with ice like Dave Vogelsang did or with water, and you diluted it? You're gonna get probably double the distillate out of the barrel, and you're probably gonna get a much more approachable and drinkable whiskey. Now, other bottles that I've tried that are low proof, obviously you can't increase the proof. You can proof things down, you can't proof things up. Once it's been bottled at that proof point, all you can do is water it down. So some of the stuff is too low proof, and that kind of sucks that they don't put it out at cask strength. But stuff like this, like I would have to do some science, like literally have like a little dropper and sit here and play around with it to find out what the ratio is where we can turn something like this J. Riger private stock from Sealbox, which I expect to be pretty good, 144.4 proof. Where's the sweet spot? Is it at 135 proof? Is it at 130 proof, 125 proof, 120 proof? Like, there's no way 144 proof was like the magic number. Like, I feel like they just sold it as a marketing thing because it's a hazmat whiskey and then they're able to sell a bottle and it's big distributor, online retailer, Sealbox. Pretty sure you were saying it reminded you of your. It probably did. Some of the stuff that I pointed out with it kind of reminds me of like Frag Ranch. There's some floral herbal notes, but there's also that like hay note and even like that manure note. Thanks for reminding me, JP, about the recap of last week. We're going to enjoy the J. Riger the best we can before we go to that Corbin and Cash, because when we go to Corbin and Cash, it's going to be reliving it. And JP's already set me up for the set me up for it, I guess. Man, I was taking bets that you were making dinner or having dinner with your husband, not that you went out to dinner with your husband. So funny, I actually mentioned it. If you actually go back and watch and watch that at like 2 times speed to try to catch up if you want, don't have to. Obviously, you can rewatch it anytime or just forget it. Who cares? We did try the German rye, and I was trying to wait till you got home or where you could tune in for the Corbin and Cash pick. Even talked about how you're probably doing something with the husband or having dinner with him, so that's funny. Glad he took you out. Hopefully, it was someplace nice, someplace you enjoyed. Steak, lobster, or whatever you're into. What's up, Carl? So the J. Riger private stock, 144.4 proof. This is the 4th hazmat in the lineup. Pretty approachable once you've had a bunch of hazmat whiskeys. It's not that much hotter at this point. Flavor wise, little leather, little peppery note too. Almost like a youthful oak note. Like it seems like it's pretty youthful. I don't know the age statement on this. I do know that the whiskey inside the glass is rather light for a hazmat, not super light. Authentic Korean food for us tomorrow. Hell yeah. We had what was it, like little dumplings and some broccoli. I told the wife, I said the only negative thing I had to say about what she cooked was that she didn't cook enough of it, because I ate all of it, including the leftovers, before we would normally put food away. I was sad that there wasn't more. I love Korean food. Korean food's great. We actually, when I used to live up in Louisville, we used to go to the Korean market, and I would purposely go in there as the whitest guy, English speaking only. I know a little bit of Korean, but it's very, very little, like not enough to get by, not even in the grocery store. And I got some dirty looks, but I bought a lot of stuff that was authentic and cooking like glass noodles and stuff like that at the house. It was a good time, but definitely got made fun of. I'm a sucker for Mexican. We actually had Mexican food last night. I ordered DoorDash. I was cheap. Did El Phoenix the night before. The wife did quesadillas, some spicy pepper jack, or not pepper jack, but it's like some kind of jalapeno cheese with some skirt steak with sour cream and guac. I think the night before that we had tacos. Mexican is a pretty big fan favorite for me. Even if it's Tex-Mex, it doesn't have to be traditional. I go crazy. Bulgogi, yeah. Korean barbecue though. I do plan to take the wife out to Korean barbecue sometime. That'll be one where we have to have someone watch the kids, because we're gonna go cook our own food. Well, I wish Dave Vogelsang was here so I could definitely tell him this J. Riger private stock from Sealbox is indeed good. Still very hot though. I mean, it's not that hot because I've had 3 hazmat pours before the 4th one, but it's so hot that this could be proof down to at least drop it 10 proof points. Put it at 134.4. Probably more of a sweet spot. Now, we didn't know this because we didn't sort through our samples very well. We do have two of the same sample, one from Gandy and Mr. Dave Vogelsang. So we're going to pour up a little bit more. Recap from last week. I don't know. It's just not my tasting profile, so I don't think it's going to be for me. It's very, very hot. It's very herbal, clove notes, stuff like that. I don't see this being something that I'm going to enjoy. I actually have another glass specifically to dump this out in because I don't think I'm going to drink even the smallest of sample. Once again, we were using rocks glasses from the beginning, and we continue to use rock glasses for Hazmat whiskey just because some of the ethanol notes that get very pungent in a Glen is too dialed in, too narrowed down up the nostril. We'll be choking and gasping for air just off the smell alone. It stinks. It honestly, it does stink. Like, damn it, JP. JP, this is your fault. Just the smell. So, Tracy, just to highlight, Corbin Cash pick that you sent smells way better, 1,000 times better. I don't know. I don't really remember last week about what all I said about the 150 proof 21090 pick. Stinky cheese, but manure, clove, hay, earthy, grubby tones. Single malt RJ. Oh fuck. JP, which one do you have? Do you have the 21090 pick or the Take 8 pick? If you have the Take 8 pick, like that smelled and tasted 10 times better, 1,000 times better than the smell off of this one alone. The 21090 pick, like, I'm sorry, this smells like butt, like musty cheese. Tore up. Shut up. There was no horseradish on that bottle. Your review I use as an example of people who don't know what they're talking about, and then you talked about how people who don't eat all this crap with preservatives actually taste and know what stuff actually tastes like and not the artificial stuff. Don't bully me, Dora. I'll go check and let you know. I got it online, but it's definitely well, both of these are hazmat. I guess the real question is if it's 142, it's a good chance to take 8 pick. If it's 150 proof, there's a chance it's a 21090 pick. And you gotta go look now. I hope so. Yeah, Tracy, if you haven't had the 21090 pick, thank God. I'm glad you didn't have to suffer. The Take 8 pick, honestly, like once again, I didn't like it. It's not my thing, but I can see why people like it. This 21090 pick, I don't see how anyone could like this. Like, this is night and day. Stinky poo poo diaper. That yeah, like I have a trash can out my garage and there's a stinky poo poo diaper in there that's been in there for 2 weeks. That kind of smell. Yeah, that's what this is smelling like. OMG, commercial break again. I'm sorry, Torip. I'm sorry. We're gonna taste it. We're gonna pinch the nose. Hopefully, we can block out some of the scent or smell something better. I don't know. We're gonna try to enjoy this. Didn't matter. The smell still comes through, even on the taste, even on the palate. Very, very tip of the palate. Very tip of the taste. Front of the palate. Immediate notes. Taste great. Immediate. Very, like, if we're drinking and we ignore the smell and we go straight to the taste, from the start of the taste to the end of the taste, if we had that like on a 100% scale, the first 1%, maybe 2% might be good. After that, it quickly dissipates. Literally, just the tip. Just the tip. Once you get past the tip, once you start getting down to the shaft, whoa, that is not good. That is bad. Take 8 has been doing good, but this 21090 pick, no. Jeff knew what he said when he said just the tip, so I had to go along with the shaft. But once you get to like the mid palate, back of palate, it tastes just as bad as it smells. Like this is not it. I'm just gonna set this glass off to the side and grab the other glass for the last pour because I can't finish that. I literally can't. Like I'm gonna send the rest of that sample. I doubled them up for you guys. I literally topped off Dave Vogelsang's sample with Gandy's because they're the same exact pick. I'm gonna send this to somebody. This is a punishment pour. Someone's gonna get this. I don't know exactly what Dave wrote on it, but I think he wrote like nasty something on here. Nasty something. He wrote nasty something. I can't read his handwriting on that one. Someone's getting that. I'm passing it on. Jeff, it's going to be so bad. You're going to be like, whoever wins it's going to be like, nah, double it and send it to the next person. Like, double it and send it to the next person. The next person's going to double it and send it. And no one's going to want to see it. No one's going to want that. Like, there's just no way. Like, if someone truly enjoys that, I don't know how. Because I already combined these. I am doubling it. I'm giving you what Dave and what Gandy sent me, and I'm going to double it and give it to the next person. Someone's going to get this, and it's not going to be me. Someone else can pour this down the drain. I don't want to insult Gandy or Dave Vogelsang for sending me a sample. They bought the bottle. Thank you for the experience. I didn't realize I had two the same. That one, if you poured that bottle down the drain, you wouldn't hurt my feelings. I'm not going to hurt your guys' feelings because you were generous to share a sample of it. I will ruin someone else's day. I will absolutely send that to somebody else. We're going to try the Magi 2023, though, and get off of the nasty whatever that was. So not a Coy Hill killer, more like it died on a hill and then rolled down the hill for years and months and then fell into a bottle and then boom, that's what was under Coy Hill, 6 feet deep. So I'm justified in the sample, not full of shit. No, you were absolutely right. Okay, so I shat all over Corbin and Cash, like you said. I agree. I was very hateful towards Corbin and Cash. I haven't had anything good from them. Once again, your sample, million light years in the opposite direction of the 21090 pick. Do I still like the one that you sent me? No. It's not my tasting profile, but I can be the first one to admit we all have different palates. We know what we like. We know what we don't like. That will never be my palate. But I can see why other people would like it, and I can see how I can still enjoy what little bit I've had of it on why I enjoy it, but also why it's still not my palate. So definitely Corbin and Cash, the one you sent me, Tracy, is pretty good. Also, FYI, I got some bottles for locals if anyone is interested. Basically, at cost. Jeff, you have my phone number. Send me a message. I'll help cash you out, brother. If you need to have Aaliyah, send me a message, and I'll deal with her. That way, you don't have to get involved with it if it gets to be too much of a headache. I'll make you be the meal to bring them to me. But Aaliyah and I can do business, and then we'll get you straight. We'll get you taken care of. If anything, I'll take whatever I can get at cost and give it away on the channel. Someone's going to get a free bottle, basically, is what's going to come down to. 133 proof Magi, 26 year. No. I do know that this one's hazmat. The label like rubbed off. There was text here. It is from 2023. I want to say it was 153 or 163 or even 173 or something like it was. It was definitely hazmat. I don't know if it's higher or lower than 150. I'm pretty sure this one was higher. Can't remember though because it's so long ago. I can't remember who sent it to me, so I can't even check the text or the Discord messages because I'm pretty sure it was via Discord on who the sample actually came from. I know it was not from Dave Vogelsang though. So, but it is hazmat. We're gonna drink it. I'm pretty sure it's higher than 150 proof, but not sure. I'm using a rocks glass, even in the rocks glass. Very punch on the nose, very strong, like paint thinner, ethanol smell. Some sweet undertones too, but not enough to actually sweeten it or lighten it up. Just check my Corbin Cash. It's an El Cerrito liquor pick. Stronger Things, 149 proof, 8-year. Cracking it now. We'll report back. The 21090 pick was an 8-year, and it was 150 proof. So I'm hoping, JP, that yours is not the same. The one Tracy sent me was a 9-year, and it was 142 proof. That's okay, but it's not horrible. I mean, if you're talking about the Magi, yeah, it's okay. It has like a wildflower, like honey clove note on the nose and on the palate. It's very light, very light. It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't really have a whole lot of dark, rich flavors. It's very light, vibrant. It's very, very harsh on the nose, though. High ethanol content for sure. It might be lower proof. Now, Torup, I'm not saying you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. But after having, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different hazmats, this being number 6, this is tasting pretty light and thin compared to the others. Maybe it was 133 proof. I'm pretty sure I remember the conversation when I had with this guy, though, that this was a hazmat bottle. So I think that this is over 140 proof. And I'm pretty sure this was one of the ones that was higher than like 150 proof. But I can't confirm that. But based off what I'm tasting, you might be right. I definitely know it was high age statement, like 25 plus years as well. So I know the age statement's up there too. But no, I don't have the details on this one. But this one smells and tastes pretty good. Tasting notes, like I said, though, very light, very vibrant. Not really anything dark or rich. It's not bad, though. Not bad. And we're not drunk. That's the good news. We had small sips. When you have so many hazmats in front of you, it's very overwhelming if you just jump right into it and start drinking really heavy pours. So, any of these sound interesting to you guys as far as hazmats go, as far as what I had in front of me? I've had other hazmats. I have other hazmats in my collection that I think would rock the socks off of some of these samples. But the thing about the samples is it's stuff I've never had before. Trying for the first time or for the second time, it just tells me Corbin and Cash, not something I go out of my way to buy. Even with the one Tracy sent me, which is a million times better. It's not my tasting profile. I'm not buying it. 13th century Colorado whiskey, maybe I'd still pick up a bottle. J. Reiger, for sure. J. Reiger. I've had some other J. Reigers that were definitely less than hazmat that were great. Jeff knows. I do have 2 hazmat Cowboys, the 23 and 24. I also did pick up a short barrel hazmat. The Father's Day pick is a 145 proof. Another great bottle in my collection that's hazmat. I think those are the only 3 that I have right now that are hazmat. I do have some other spirits. They're not whiskey that are hazmat, but this was more just about some whiskey, especially more specifically samples. Once again, if we can get through these samples, I can start sending more stuff back out to you guys. I'll need to get some boxes still, but I want to send out some samples, give away a lot of samples to you guys. Again, I used to give away a ton. I want to give away more. I want to do Glen Cairns again. I want to get some of these little Glen toppers that I've been 3D printing as well. We can do them in different colors. So like Torp is already talking about Bitcoin colors. So like that's why we ordered a whole other spool of orange filament, which we just ran out of our sample filament of orange the other day. I don't have too much that requires or needs orange. So that's basically just going to be a Torp one. Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that. We've printed some other stuff in orange, some calipers. It's for like measuring our head for like cosplay helmets and stuff. There's a few things we've printed in orange, but very, very few, very few. Other than that, guys, I mean, there's not much more to drink. We've drank everything that's in front of me, at least all the samples. I'll do a couple glass rinses and then I'll go put some of these samples back up, and I'll set this one aside and label this one as yucky, and that'll be like a punishment pour. And then we're going to try to keep doing some kind of content weekly, even if it's just a live stream, even if it's last minute, just to say thank you to you guys for still being here, still supporting the channel. As far as whiskey content goes, it'll still be whiskey related for the most part. Some of it will be more 3D print oriented. I do want to have that crossover. I'm not going to make a whole new channel. I'm not going to completely swap this channel from whiskey to 3D print. That's not good for any kind of fan base that gets into it because of the whiskey, and now all of a sudden it's 3D print. You're going to lose a lot of people. You're going to make some enemies along the way. I'm trying to do all that. Those that support me, not the whiskey aspect, not the 3D print, but just me. It doesn't matter what I do. Some of you guys will still be here. Jeff, I know you're one of those guys. Trizzo. Try to make sure the content's interesting for you guys. This, I know, probably isn't that interesting. It's not even that interesting for me. This live stream, especially for trying samples, this is like a, hey, thank you to those who sent me the samples. It is very interactive with the chat who is here. That's what this is mainly about. If you guys have questions or concerns, anything you guys want to talk about or bring up, ask questions all the time. I have no problem talking and shooting the shit with you guys on YouTube while I'm live. If you guys want to come on the actual live stream, I'll put the invite link, bring you guys on camera. We can talk and chat and have a good time. That's always an option as well. As far as content goes, once again, try to do at least once a week. I do want to do a video or two that's going to be strictly 3D print, kind of have that entry level video for that about basically my first impressions, my first printer, my first prints, some of the stuff I've done, some of the things that I've done wrong, some of the things I've learned. And then I want to also do videos again for whiskey, specifically bottle reviews, which I know are less than desirable. Bourbon hunting is just not a thing. Bourbon hunting is not a thing anymore for me. If I go, it's going to be after 4 o'clock. All the trucks have already come and gone. People have already hunted them. All the good bottles are gone. If you're not there before open, you're not going to get the good stuff. That's just how it is in the Metroplex. The Metroplex is very, very sweaty. So that's not going to work out. Some big drops, maybe once every like 4 or 5 months, they'll do a total wine drop or maybe a specs drop once a year. I can maybe do some content, like a quick live stream or something there. Maybe I can do that. We do want to make some interesting stuff for you guys where there's still some like hunting content. Maybe we'll do a video. We used to do these videos before. We do like a bottle haul of the month, and I'd post like a video of all the bottles I pick them. I still buy bottles. I just buy a lot more specific, more like geared towards what I actually like and want. So there wouldn't be as many bottles, but obviously like a Old Fitz 9-year, that's still a big score, 1792. The Total Wine Blendery bottle you guys saw on the profile, that's the Black Cherry one. That's my first Blendery bottle. Stuff like that. I could definitely do still like a video like that every once in a while of like, hey, here's what I bought this year. But it's been tough. It's been tough. I just tried fresh crack, pretty funky, but I don't hate it. A lot of ethanol needs to open up for sure. I'm getting a strong prune night from it, strong prune note from it, which is different. No, yep, he corrected it. I already kind of put 2 and 2 together, but yep. Jeff said he would watch the content for sure. Hell yeah, appreciate that. Samples are amazing. Helps us not buy or FOMO for crap not worth it, which is also why I like sending out some of the very highly allocated bottle samples, because those bottles are very expensive. And the question becomes, do you spend your own money on it, or is it not worth it? If it's not worth it, you can skip the FOMO, and the samples help get you that answer. So I tore up, like I said, I ordered the orange filament from Sunlu. Whatever it comes in, I'll be able to print those out. I've got a plate automatically set up and ready. We can talk about, printing some of these for you just in Bitcoin colors. Whenever I send those to you, I can get you a couple of Glencairns as well, and then a couple samples. We'll have a conversation. You got my phone number too, and we'll figure out what you want to try that I have to help you for that FOMO, and then also just help get you some good whiskey so you can try some stuff that you haven't had before. I've got some very, very unique stuff, some very old stuff, some very new stuff. I still have a wide variety. I still have over 100 open bottles of whiskey. Very, very crazy how much bottles I still have. As far as sealed bottles, I have everything in one cabinet. Bottom shelf is all sealed bottles. I got the Old Fitz 9 down there. I've got an old Knob Creek 9 pick. I've got a Garrison Brothers Laguna Madre. Got a case of Laguna Madre, or a case of a Lone Elm honey finish. I've got an Eagle Rare Store pick. I've got a flat boat. I've got the short barrel Sap Squatch. I've got a bunch of stuff down there, a lot more than even just what I've mentioned. It's all sealed stuff. I just try not to open the next bottle, I guess, is mainly the thing. I got plenty of open bottles already. As I finish a bottle, I will open another one. A couple exceptions and exclusions to that. Obviously, the Blendery bottle, I just got that bottle, already opened it. Thank you, Nate, for helping meal that bottle for me. So we're trying to do better about that one too. So Joe B, cheers. Better late than never. Yeah, well, better late than never is true, but we are going to end this live stream very shortly. We just hit the 1 hour mark. JP said no dirty divers, but definitely tastes crafty. Crafty is better than shitty. So cheers, JP, for not having the same experience I had. Luckily, it was a different pick, so hopefully the flavor profile was much better. But yeah, yes, sir. Get that only drams. Tore up. Only drams will never be current, sir. Disclaimer on only drams. I'm glad they came out with it, but as soon as I started adding stuff to it, and then it shows you MSRP and secondary costs. As soon as I saw that dollar amount, I stopped adding stuff to it because I was like, oh goodness, this is going to be north of 35, 40 grand for value, and I'm like, I don't want to see that. So only drams will never be current, but we can help. We can help. I can take pictures. I can do a quick little video chat with you or something and talk about everything I have to offer. We can go that route, but only drams will never be current. But cheers, guys, and I will see you guys hopefully next week. More content to come. I have more samples I would like to get through. I've still got 3 boxes, so we'll do another. I'll try to pick something like this. This was a hazmat theme. We'll try to pick another theme. I'll try to make sure I got some samples laid out. At the very least, a Dave Vogelsang sample theme, because we got plenty of those, and we need to get through them. Need to try them, need to experience them, and need to figure out what we want, what we don't want. I do try some of these samples off stream. If you did send me a sample, there's a good chance that I will try it. I know, for the most part, who has sent me what. I try to get back with those guys and talk to them about the sample I tried, even if there's not a video or live stream or a camera of me on Discord with them or anything. I'll at least talk to them about the sample, show my appreciation, what I liked, what I didn't like about it, what I'd like to see if I could get a bottle or something like that. So that'll definitely be a thing. One hunt video, Mr. Semi-retired. Maybe we can get another hunt video going. Well, I needed to try the 107 so I can sell it with the Weller Foolproof. The Weller Foolproof, we did pick up the store pick from Total Wine. It was like $90 whenever we did their Grand Reserve lottery. The 107 I don't have a bottle of, but I could find a local. I can trade for one. They're like $110 on secondary. Some are pushing as high as 125. The 107 is a good pour. I don't mind getting another bottle of that, especially if it means getting a sample to you. So cheers, guys. I will see you guys hopefully next week for the next one. Probably going to be sample oriented again. Going to have some 3D prints too. If you guys want to see any 3D printed items, reach out to me via Discord, text, email, however you guys want to get a hold of me on what you guys might want to see, and I will try my best to find something to print. Like I said, more filament along the way, a lot more glow-in-the-dark filament, some stone-looking marble finishes too, and some matte finishes, some skin color stuff for some miniatures as well. Get to the water, not city water though. We drink tap water, so that's city water, and unfortunately, those brain-eating amoebas will get us tore up. Cheers, guys, and I will see you guys for the next one.